Today I am going to explain you Bohr's model of the atom. This is a chapter Atomic Structure and Chemical Bonding. I want to tell you about that Bohr's made further development in the Rutherford model of an atom to overcome its shortcomings. The features of Bohr model of an atom are as following. The electron move around the nucleus only in a certain fixed orbit or energy level. As long as electron revolve in a particular orbit, it does not lose or gain energy. Bohr he explained the cause of stability of the atom in a different manner. And he explained with the help of his postulates. Number 1, the electron revolving around the nucleus confined to a certain fixed orbit called shell or energy level, each of which is associated with a fixed amount of energy. While it is revolving around the nucleus in an orbit, an electron neither loses nor gains energy. An electron revolving in a particular orbit on a gaining a certain amount of energy jump to the next orbit and vice versa. Since each orbit is associated with a fixed amount of energy, Bohr called it an energy level because each orbit or shell associated with a certain amount of energy, so he called them as an energy level. Okay. Now you can see in the picture that for our convenience, these energy levels are labeled as K, L, M, N or 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. The orbit closest to the nucleus is K shell. It has the least amount of energy and the electron present in it are called K electrons and so on with the successive shells and their electrons. Now after that, the discovery of neutron, which I have told in my previous module, I am going to speak about the atom and its structure. So you have learned about so many models, and the main conclusion which has been come out after the studying so many models is that atom is made up of three subatomic particles, that is electron, proton and neutron. Electrons are negatively charged, proton positively charged and neutron neutral. And there are two structural parts of an atom, the nucleus and the empty spaces in which there are imaginary paths called orbit. Now, I want to tell you that in the nucleus, proton and neutrons, they are collectively located, okay, and they are also called nucleons. Now, after that, I want to discuss atomic number and mass number. So, number of proton present in the nucleus of an atom is called its atomic number, and the atomic number of the element is the number of electron present in the neutral atom, protons present in the nucleus of its atom and positive charge in the nucleus of its own. It is represented by Z. The atomic number is therefore equal to the number of electron in a neutral atom of an element. So number of proton is equal to number of electron. So number of proton gives the total positive charge present in the nucleus of the atom. That is why atomic number is also equal to the positive charge in the nucleus of its atom. Afterwards, I am going to discuss the mass number. Mass number of an element is the total number of protons and neutrons present in its nucleus. Mass number is represented by capital A. Mass number, however, it is a whole number. Approximation of the atomic mass calculated in the atomic mass unit. Now afterwards I am going to discuss, as you can see in the figure, that they have given symbol like hydrogen H, atomic number 1, mass number 1, and symbolic representation you can see as a subscript 1 has written and superscript 1 also written. Same in the case of helium He and atomic number 2, mass number 4 as subscript 2, superscript 4. So atomic number 2, mass number 4. In that way you can understand the whole table. As I have shown, you can see nitrogen, atomic number 7, mass number 14, and it has represented by like in the subscript 7 which represent atomic number and superscript 14 which represent mass number. I have given till iron, you can understand the iron, mass number 56, atomic number 26, and you can see over here in the symbol of iron 26 is written as a subscript and 56 as a superscript. So you can see 26 is the atomic number and 56 is a mass number. Now after that, distribution of electron in the orbit or Bohr-Bury scheme. Distribution of electron into different shell of an atom was suggested by Bohr and Bury. Now what is, and actually arrangement of electron in the various or different orbit or shell is called electronic configuration. The following rules are followed for writing the number of electron in the different energy level, that you can see in the diagram. The maximum possible number of electron in the particular shell is given by the formula 2n square. This I have told in your previous class also, where n denotes the serial number of the shell. First shell or K shell can accommodate 2 electrons, 2 into 1 into 1. Second shell L, 2 into 2, that is 8. Third M shell, 2 into 3 square, 18. And fourth N shell, 2 into 4 square, 32. Electrons are not accommodated in the given shell unless the inner shell are filled. In other words, shells are filled in a stepwise manner. The outermost shell of an atom cannot accommodate more than 8 electrons, even if it has capacity to accommodate more than 8. For example, electronic configuration in calcium. Atomic number of calcium is 20. So, electronic configuration, it should be 2, 8, 10. But it is not correct. It will be 2, 8, 8, 2. The maximum capacity of M shell is 18 electrons. But only 8 electrons are filled in it. This is due to the fact that elements become stable only after acquiring 8 electrons in the outermost shell. The outermost shell of chemically stable atom can accommodate a maximum number of 8 electrons, except hydrogen and helium atoms, which have only one shell, so they can just accommodate a maximum number of electron 2. Okay, so this is about your distribution of electron. Now I want to speak you about structure of magnesium atom. So now you know atomic number of magnesium is 12. So electronic configuration will be 2, 8, 2. Okay, so you can I can explain like this. Magnesium has atomic number 12 and atomic mass 24. Hence nucleus has 12 protons, 12 neutrons and 12 electrons. Okay. In the lighter element up to argon, each inner shell is completely filled before any electron can occupy an outer shell. However, in element heavier than argon, the situation changes. Although the third shell can accommodate up to the 18 electron, yet the fourth shell begins to be filled after it has 8 electron. For example, potassium, again I want to speak to you, that is atomic number 19. So it will be 2881, not like 289. The correct electronic configuration of potassium is 2881. It cannot be written like 289, because maximum stability is, if any element wants to be stable, okay, it can be only acquiring 8 electron in the outermost shell. Okay, so that's all for today. Hope you understand, and rest of the thing I'll discuss in my next module.